Hey everyone, I'm here with the Sig Sauer Magnum Sawtooth rifle. Currently it is chambered in a 300 PRC, and I'm going to do a barrel swap over to a 7 PRC that we're going to use on a bighorn sheep hunt, an elk hunt, and probably a deer hunt this year. This currently has the Tango DMR 3-18 on it, and with the muzzle brake, just as you see here, I just weighed it and it was 9 pounds, 13 ounces. So you're going to need a few tools to do this. A torque wrench of some kind. I really like this little fix-it stick kit. They make larger ones. This is kind of the medium or small one. But it is small, easy to pack around in the case with you. Gives you a little torque wrench here with a T-handle and then a bunch of different bits and driver and things like that. So we're going to need that, and then we're going to need an AR barrel wrench that is for the Magnum. So it's actually, it is going to be different than that's on the current version of the standard Cross. But one thing that is different on the Magnum than the standard Cross currently is on the standard, you have to actually remove the scope, remove this entire rail in order to get the handguard off, to get the barrel off. You do not have to do that with the Magnum. You can take the handguard off and you leave the rail on it so the scope can stay on it while you do this. Just speeds up things a lot. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the handguard off. So I take my fix-it sticks. It takes a T15. And those are just going to, there's 6 of them, 2, 4, and then 6 on the other side. So we're going to take those off. They are very small, so don't lose them. I'm going to speed the video up while I do this just to save time. All right. Now that we've got that done, the handguard is just going to slide right off. There's the handguard off, and now we are going to take our wrench that we're going to unscrew this barrel nut with, and then obviously when we put it back on, you're going to want some kind of a torque wrench for this big nut as well. I have already put it in a real vise and got it loosened, but just like any kind of a nut, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey when you're looking at it from the end. So we're going to go this way with the whole thing. This is what the wrench looks like. I'm going to tip this up a little bit. Slides right. So the teeth all align with each other, and then you know, pull your handle. This one's already broke loose, and it doesn't take much. Like once it's broke free, you can literally just use your fingers and you can unscrew it. So there we go, and then literally the barrel is going to slide right out, just like that. Keep this thing locked in here. So there it is right there. We're going to take our nut off the end. We have our 300 barrel here, and we're going to change it with the 7 PRC barrel. On the barrel extension here, there's a little like a little pin or little marker that is like an index little pin, and here in the top you're going to have a little slot that slides into, so you know you have everything aligned correctly. So you're just going to slide it right in like that and just keep her going until that little index deal slides right into the notch. Seat's tight, there you go, and then we're going to put our barrel nut back on the end. Just like this. Get it spun up. Now I'm gonna take this thing over and put it in a vise where I can get a hold of it with my torque wrench, and I'm gonna go to 40 foot-pounds. Make sure you look at your book. My book for this thing says 40 foot-pounds. Can't imagine it would say any different, but you should look before you do it. We're gonna go ahead and put the handrail back on. Slide her on down. Everything lines up really well, and then just push it back on. Kind of snaps in very satisfyingly. And then we're gonna tighten these to 18 foot-pounds. So I'm going to get them started and just snug them up. And then I'm gonna switch over to the torque wrench on my little fix-it sticks here that measures in inch-pounds. These screws are they're very short, and I just don't think it'd take anything at all to twist them off, and 18 pounds isn't really as much as you think. So that's why it's really good to have a torque wrench that you can torque it all to spec. So that's it. This thing is ready to rip. Next thing to do is I'm going to take it to the range, and I am going to put a can on it, but I'm going to take it to the range. We're going to get 0, and then I'm going to show you how to log your bullet selection. Everything is going to go inside of the BDX app, and then that is going to go into my rangefinder. Then my rangefinder is going to be able to give me a solution that I dial to out to distance. We're going to shoot it a ton out at distance, and it's going to be great.